Good morning. Clocked in at 6:15. Y'all know how I am about my fives.
But it's not too much for you. Let me encourage you. While you're waiting on God, He's waiting on you. He's the one you can run to. He can't lose. He's undefeated. You gotta believe it. Don't give up. Hold on. Oh no, my friend.
Hold on.
Oh, God is. You're mine. Get ready, get ready. There's so much in store. In store. What you're expecting. You deserve to win. Yeah. You deserve to win. It's been a rough year. Trouble flying in. Lost family and friends. But thank God I'm still here. He'll never let me go. Told me he's in control. Don't you give up. Hold on. This will not be the end, my friend, my brother, my sister. God is about to blow your mind. Get ready for your win. Oh, yeah. There's so much in store, so much more than you are expecting. So much more in store than what you expecting.
Do you know him? We deserve to win. You just gotta believe it. Expect to win. Hang on in there. Eyes haven't seen. Ears haven't heard. Don't you give up. You deserve to win. Yes. You just have to believe it. I see victory. You just have to claim it. You deserve to win. You just have to believe it with all your heart. I've already won. Thank you, God. Thank you. Yes. I see all these women coming for what they deserve. I see all these people that have been fighting and struggling, getting exactly what they're supposed to get when they're supposed to get it. You just have to believe that it's your time. And when you believe that it's your time, that's when it's going to happen, all right? Okay, so I'm going to stop this right there. And we had clocked in already at 6:15, but you have officially clocked in at 6:19 for What's Tea, What's SEQUOISE the BO NP. I do these lives every single morning, except for Sundays and some Thursdays, to motivate, inspire, educate, and activate Black women into the potential and the purpose that they have for their lives, because a lot of us, we ain't. We just paying bills and hoping to enjoy life in between paychecks. And that's not what God has for us. And I'm trying to wake some folk up so they can start living the life of their dreams. And this morning, I'm just going to tell you, we came this close to getting, so I go back and forth. Most mornings I do What's Tea, What's SEQUOISE the NP, where we just talk and I just tell you what's going on. But then there are some mornings that I'm pissed and I need to vent. and that's Cold Black Car Chronicles from SEQUOISE the Angry Black MP. And we came we came this close to having one this morning. We came this close. I was attacked over the weekend. Mm-hmm. Attacked. This person actually went to my page on, because I'm not gonna say I'm famous. I'm infamous. You can Google me. I'm Googleable. So she went and Googled me, and then went and gave a fake review to bring my almost 5-star rating down. So I was attacked this weekend. So I had every right to be the angry black MP this morning, but um, I learned my lesson from that last time when I fell for the bullshit. So today, what's tea is going to be me, and this time how I handled being attacked, because I was attacked. If you go and Google my name, Sequisa Givens, there's a Skeeta 1955. This person did this post on Saturday and admitted that it was her. So how can you go review me as a professional when we were not in a professional setting? So I have the right to be angry, and my friends that know me, they know it's two things I will fight you over, and that's my family. If you fuck with my family, and another one, you try to fuck with my reputation. So I had a lot of people that's one of the. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tell you the backstory about it. I'm gonna tell you the backstory about it, and then I'm gonna tell you the lesson, because I said yesterday when everybody was like, "Don't go back and forth with her. Don't go back and forth with her." I'm like, I'm not going. If you notice, I haven't responded to her for at least 5 hours. Like, she kept posting tagging me in it. She got one where she got me next to a picture of the Ratatouille rat, and then she had another one where she was calling me a cow. She called me told me I was acting childish. Like, she kept posting posts about me, tagging me in them back to back all day yesterday to last night, and this started before lunch. And so people were kept texting me, talking about, like, why are you arguing with her? I was like, y'all don't realize she's arguing with herself. I haven't responded in hours. That's a five. that's a that's a five. Like, I got so many of my friends was like, you making yourself look bad, like arguing with her. Don't entertain her. I'm not entertaining her. Have you seen me? Where's my post? And she kept posting about how I was bullying her, and this was her response to my bullying, but there was no, like, we had one interaction. And this is why I have to take my own accountability, because I did start it. I did. I didn't know that it would have went the far as it went, because I didn't know that she had that much animosity towards me, or I would not have done it. But she put up a post where she said, "As for all nurses who are no longer working in bedside, that have made their business their no, their job to share their story." And when she made that post, I did the little heart, I mean the laughing emoji, because I thought it was funny, because I did actually do a video as a nurse in business, crying and cussing about the people who were attacking my business, and she attacked me under the comments and lied and tried to drag my name. So to me, that was funny. So I hit the laughing emoji, which I shouldn't have, because I did start it. I didn't mean to. I didn't know that it was gonna come turn into that. But if I had not have hit that laughing emoji, if I had just let that slide, I wouldn't have ended up in the situation that I did. So my punishment for hitting that laughing emoji was that she cost me a whole, like, I went from 4.97 on my personal, not my business, on my personal reviews to a 3.97. So I paid for that. I paid for it, but what it turned into, the all of the other stuff. What I used to do when people would attack me, and the way she attacked me, was I would attack them. I would. I could listen. The things that were said about me, if I would have went tit for tat, like, I chose not to do that. It was hard. And I and this is the blessing behind it, because sometimes the devil will use your enemy to get you to try to knock you out, but God knows exactly how to attack you to get you to respond. So to stay off of Facebook and to keep from arguing back and forth with her, I got up out of my bed. Sundays, Saturdays and Sundays, I try to rest and work as little as possible, and I was tired. So Saturday, I was gonna lay in bed all day and watch TV. which I can't do, or which I shouldn't do because my bill's not paid. So to keep off of Facebook, I finished my facial product. I which had been done for like a week in my what I call my oven. Did I bring? Oh yes, in here. Let me show you. So I got to finish that. This is my facial serum that I have been working on that I had kind of stopped because it was supposed to be have done the week before, and I let it set another week. So I was able to finish that, and then I was able to finally get the last part of my weight loss drops down, which will be for sale pretty soon. Um, I didn't revamp my weight loss tea, but I was working since she, the devil. If you how to learn your lessons from what the devil is trying to do to you. So the devil is really trying to trigger me. But what I used with everything that she talked about that would be a trigger, I decided I'm going to work on them. So one thing that she did put up, she put up a poster I had showed a long time ago. So that's how I know she was following me of some products that I was giving my patients away. And the post was what type of NP would give away, would, sell products like this with no labels. No labels means it was free. Labels is paid. So I was working on my labels yesterday while she was bashing me on Facebook. And I also worked on my weight loss plan because she called me a cow. She called me a cow. And yeah, I'm battling with Shayla Jean. Y'all know, as a Gemini, I have two personalities, and the earring is off. I got my earring. That's probably the problem reason I'm having the problem that I'm having. But yeah, I just think it's funny that we as black women love to call other black women fat when we know our past pictures are not flattering. So I just think it's kind of weird that now that you might have gotten to the body goal that you want, you feel that it's appropriate to make fun of somebody else's when you have pictures showing that you are bigger. I just think that's odd. And I've lost the weight before. I actually gained the weight back because I'm going through something. I don't know what it is. I believe it's stress hives because every time I'm stressed out about something, I get stress hives, and that's when you're supposed to not eat. Well, I can't help it because when I get stress hives, they put me on prednisone, and prednisone makes you eat. So I lost the weight, like, but I gained it back because of the steroids and the medication. But since I was called a cow, that triggered me to get up off my ass and go and work on my weight loss drops, which I will be selling. Another thing that was uh, bothered me because a lot of the stuff that I didn't read that she wrote because I knew if I kept reading I was going to get angry, and when Sequisa get angry, that's not good for nobody. So I tried to avoid that. But there were some things that I did skim, some things that she said on my. If you go over to my page, Sequisa Givens, AGNP-C, and go to my the live that I did, that as a result of all this stuff, you'll see the stuff that she wrote in the comments where she called me a bitch, and it was just I didn't understand it. I didn't. Like, and then she said she told so many lies. She said that I started with her under her post. I did hit the laughing emoji, but I didn't make a comment. She made the comment and asked me what was funny. And since she asked me what was funny, I told her the truth. I thought it was funny that you asking for people to give their story, and when I gave mine, you came under it and lied and said you had conversation with several, which you put in all caps, people that said it was my attitude problem, but yet you have no receipts. And then the receipts that she proved was a screenshot of something. I don't know. It don't look like an iPhone. It don't look like an Android because I have both. It does not look like the inbox from Facebook. It don't look like the inbox from Fanbase. It don't look like the inbox from TikTok. So I don't know where these messages came from. Where somebody was talking about an EMP. there's a million NPs. How do I know it was me? And how do I know that that was sent to you and not you typing it up? Because it looked like something you typed up on your phone and took a screenshot of. So that was put up to try to make it look like all of the NPs in East Texas was talking about me. Like, I don't understand the need to try to drag somebody that's not dragging you. Because if you go back and you look, the only thing that I said to her was I called her a hating ass hoe because from what she did, she was one. What was the lie? You went to my page and gave a fake review. You posted pictures of me next to Ratatouille, all because I laughed at something you put up. Laughing is not like I laughed at because I thought it was funny, and because of that, it warranted an all-day attack. When I tell y'all, I got the screenshots every time it forced me to get off Facebook because I was getting pissed because I was trying to ignore her. But every time I got on, I would get a message that she's posted something else about me. So I had to get off Facebook. So it made me take a detox from social media, which is a blessing. We need to take we need to take detoxes from social media from time to time because all I'm seeing is negative shit. So I put the phone down, turned it over so I couldn't see when it lit up because every time it lit up, it was her with another post on her page about me. She don't went and deleted them all now, but I still have the screenshot. Anywho, so it forced me to turn my phone over and try to calm myself down. So I watched The Beauty in Black. I started from the first season to the second season, and in between, like when I got bored or lost interest, I would get up and do something, and that's where I worked on my products. So, story short, we have to figure out how when the devil is trying to distract us or trying to pull us into their web, we figure out how we're going to use that to our advantage. So what had happened was because of that, I went viral on Facebook. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I'm going to use that viral to launch my Armadora Erlen Heat teas line. I got I got some face serum. I got some weight loss teas. I got some antibiotic drops. I have some earache medicine. I have medicine for toothache. Listen, I'm finna take what the devil tried to do because one thing she did that cut me, I ain't gonna lie, was about when she said, you haven't, because I always talk about how the people in Carthage did support me, which is why I was forced to become SEQUOISE the Texas MP and then SEQUOISE the Boss MP. She said, asked me where my office was. And then she said, well, why aren't you marketing to, she said, Marshall, Longview, and somewhere else. And I was just like, you know what? That's a good idea because I haven't done locally at all. And that's probably the reason why the clinic failed because I didn't think that, if my people in Carthage, right here within driving distance, didn't fuck with me, I didn't think people in other cities would be willing to drive all the way. Never even considered that a possibility. So I'm going to take that advice. Thank you for that. And then it was like, oh, and then she said, oh, yeah, and where's your location? So that was a shot at me because I closed down my clinic, the location here in Carthage, because of the fact that the people in Carthage don't come to see me. And I was paying out of pocket, just trying to keep that open because they really did need somewhere to go where people actually knew what they were doing. Because around here, it we don't have like a certain, or maybe we do because I went twice. I went 3 times and I had 2 different doctors. And that one doctor that I got the second time, if I had had that doctor the third time, I would have died. Um, so with that being said, we need a place where people can go where the person that is the provider they know actually care for the patients and actually want you to live regardless of what you look like or regardless of how much money you make. And that's why I was funding it out of pocket. Like I was paying for it every month from my paycheck because the clinic wasn't making any money. And I can't afford those expenses anymore. So I had to let it go. So the whole thing with where's your location or where's your clinic located? That hurt me because that's part of the issue that I'm having, and the part of the reason why I let her post show on my page, because I have it set up to where if you tag my name, I have to approve it before it'll show on my page. And they asked me like, why did I allow her? Are you a throat goat? No, but your mommy is. Shayla, that wasn't me. That was Shayla Jean. I'm I don't listen. I don't try. I don't talk about people's mamas because my mom not here, and that used to be a trick on me for a long time. But some people, they will take you there. Like I'm sitting up here talking, minding my own business, and then you come in with your bullshit, and that's how the devil comes in and try to distract you. That's all right, cause God can get you better than I can, cause you playing with a real one. Note that. But back to what I was saying, I just wanted to go on record as having a record of how this time around the difference that the blessing that comes from the devil attack. The last time the devil attacked me in this town, I went from SEQUOISE the Texas MP to SEQUOISE the Boss MP because they forced me to have to make money outside of this town. So I was, which paid for that clinic. But now this devil attack is gonna take me past the state of Texas. So I guess you could say now I'm gonna be nationally known like Candy. That's my goal from this attack. I'm trying to elevate. Every time the devil attacks you as hard as I was attacked yesterday, I know it's time to elevate. And today is Miracle Making Monday, and it's what's today, the 15th. Y'all know how I am about a 5. So I'm gonna go out here and see what miracle God has for me. I'm gonna go to different businesses and be like, hey, you got a miracle for me in there? God told me I had a miracle today because the attack that I went through this weekend is Miracle Making Mondays, and it's also a 5 in the number. I got a miracle somewhere. I'm finna go and find it. And I'm finna get some sponsorships. I don't know, but I know one thing. I'm finna go ahead and launch this T line. I'm finna launch my I think I'm gonna rebrand my medical practice, the telemedicine, above average health and house calls. If you know anybody that needs any type of telemedicine visits, you need to go on over to above average health and house calls, baby. I can tell you, can't nobody do it better than me. And if you don't believe me, go read my reviews. I have, and it was funny. She also did a thing where she went and she made a bad review, right? About me being professional, that she was telling me I was professional under a different name, and then posted that on Facebook like it was somebody else. And then she went and found two other ones that were bad reviews. One of them is one I had already talked about, where I told you that patient I never had. She just gave me a 1 review, another hating asshole. And then this other guy that said that I was, what did he say? Arrogant. Okay. You in my medical practice, so you say, because we've proven that people do fake reviews, right? And then I'm arrogant. How many doctors or people who work as doctor, because I'm not a doctor, but I do the same damn job in my own medical practice, I have the right to be a little arrogant, especially if you questioning me about what I know. Because there are certain things that as a patient, me and you have to collaborate on. When it comes to your body, I give you authority over that. But when it comes to the science and the medicine, I'm not going to allow you to tell me how to, like, people will come to your office and say, hey, I want this for this. And as a medical provider, I have the final decision on what to give you. And some people don't like it when I say no. And those people I don't charge you. I'll let you go somewhere else. But that doesn't make me arrogant. That makes me knowledgeable. But she put those posts up to try to make it seem like I was like, when I tell you I was attacked this weekend for nothing but telling the truth. You made a post where you asked a question, you wanted people to talk. I did the laughing emoji, and wouldn't nobody have even noticed it if you hadn't said nothing. And then she wrote, she tag my name, what's so funny? And then when I told you, then the attacks started again. And other than that post that I posted, because she made it to where I couldn't comment anymore under that post because I was tearing her ass up, So I posted it on my page where I called you a hating asshole. Other than that, no disrespect, but I kept getting disrespected and kept getting disrespected. And that just shows you how professional I can be if I choose to be. Sometimes I just don't want to because I don't have to because I'm my own boss. I can post what I want to post because I don't work for nobody. And all of this really started because she was mad at me for cussing on my live on my personal page. That's what initiated this whole hate for me. Because on my personal page, I was cussing, minding my own business. So that is what's tea with me. What's going on with me and how I'm fixing to turn what this devil tried into $1 million tribe. So next we go into what we're not gonna do. After I tell you what the problem is, or all of that, I try to give us a lesson because I believe there's a lesson in everything. And it's kind of funny because my husband is he is probably one of the reasons why I was hated on, because people be posting all the time about how they hate being single, but you know, that's a whole nother story. But one thing my husband is very good at is he's very good at saying the same thing or asking the same question, the exact same question, a million different ways. And I realized this morning when I was trying to decide what we're not gonna do, I was gonna do. It's the same one that I've been doing, but it's just a different word, different verbiage. So what it is we not going to let the devil win. Friday I think I said we not gonna give up without a fight. Like it's all the same thing. We not gonna let the devil win. Every time the devil tries to attack us, we're gonna use what they try to, their superpower, where they whatever. That's a I tell y'all when that light go off, that's a sign. We're gonna use our superpowers. When the devil tries to attack you, you absorb that shit up and then you put it back out. So I'm absorbing everything that she said that tried to attack me. I'm gonna put it back out and make some money out of it. You call me a fat, I'm finna lose $1 million selling stuff on how I did it. You call me ugly. Listen, my face might be bumpy, but ugly Sequoia has never been. But I'm finna straighten the skin out so you can shut the fuck up and turn that into $1 million business. You made fun of my clinic, me not having one. Okay, I'm finna take that telemedicine practice that I have and turn that into $1 million business. So at the end of the day, when the devil tries to kill, steal, or destroy, if you take that and flip that, you can turn that into a blessing. You just have to be strategic in it and wait. Because I've been waiting. I've been waiting. I knew, being a black woman, one thing you can guarantee is that you're going to suffer from attacks. Sometimes they come from black people, sometimes they come from white people, sometimes they come from whoever. You're going to suffer attacks. So sometimes you have to figure out. I'll go back and read that in a minute. Sometimes you have to figure out what it is that triggers you. And when you figure out what it is that triggers you, when that person tries to trigger you, you use that as a lesson. Because I've had several things that used to trigger me that I had to deal and heal with. Because once the devil figure out what your triggers are, and that's what the post after post after post after post after post after post was she was trying to figure out my triggers, because she went after my appearance when she couldn't get that. She went after my business, like it was, and that used to be. I ain't gonna lie, and I'm glad that I noticed that, because I did a post about that where I said people around my town, every time they see me, they would say that little business. And I'm just like, that clinic that I was forced to close, that was a history making clinic. That clinic was the first of its kind in this county, and because of the fact that the people didn't support it, it probably would be the last. But when did a history making business become little? So I had to work on that because somebody tried to trigger me with the little the last time that I elevated. So I thank God that I learned that lesson, because that triggered me that time. It did. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, we ain't perfect. Nobody's perfect. We all have our flaws. We all 445. We all have things that we can work on. We can. But if you're the type of person that and I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna let it go. Another reason why I wanted to show who this person was is because I keep seeing them post about being a person of God, and I don't think. And then she tried to question my belief, right? So I felt like I had to show who you are. If you're pretending to be a person of God, and then you attacking me for saying to my God, ain't no God in this. Maybe not for you, but I take God everywhere I go, baby, because God is in me. So I felt I needed to expose her, and she exposed herself on her page because all of her people saw her post after post and looked in the comments and didn't see my name nowhere because I never once responded. I never once responded except for the one when she posted the fake um, review. Under that one, I told her I was going to be sending that to my lawyer because that's defamation. If anybody Google my name to come and do business with me, they're going to see a fake review that you put up. And she admitted that she did it. And in the review, even in the review, she even told the people that I got mad at her because she called me unprofessional. We wasn't in a professional setting. How can you write a review about me being unprofessional if we on Facebook? That's not a professional setting. Ugh. Anywho, moving right along. So we already said we're not gonna let the devil win. So I'm gonna show y'all how I'm gonna take this shit and flip it. Everything that she talked about that she not everything, but the things that used to bother me, I'm going to show you how I'm going to use that to make $1 million. And read I haven't even read at least half of the posts that she posted because I knew that if I did, I would get triggered. And I don't know, maybe one day down the line, because I ain't ready yet. Obviously, I really thought I was ready to read them today, but after this live that I'm doing this right now, I know that I'm not ready to read them yet. So I'll read them later, and I'll go in and see some other triggers that I need to work on. And that's something that Facebook has really taught me because I get attacked quite a bit, and a lot of them I don't post on social media because of the fact that people saw that and they really thought that I was arguing with that woman when I never once responded to any of those times she tagged me and dragged me for filth because that's what she did. Never responded once. And even my old business coach, she texted me to my, you through arguing with that because that was messy. That didn't look good. Your patients go see that. I didn't talk to that woman. Never. And that's the reason why I don't post that stuff. But I have to deal with that shit on a regular. I don't know what it is that makes black women, because that's mostly who it is. Well, not mostly. I get a lot more from white men, but I don't know them, so I really don't care. This is somebody who came under my post and who has told me that she's having conversations with me with other people that I don't know. And then another reason was if you're doing a fake post, a review on me, I want witnesses that the exact day that post was put up, you was attacking me on Facebook, and I want witnesses to see you say the minute that you did it. So that's the reason why I allowed that to play out on air, because normally I keep that shit to myself, and maybe that's why I'm so good at it. Because when you get attacked as often as I do, eventually you get to the point where when the attack starts, you start to celebrate. Because I was dancing every time. Every time she gave an attack after, because it kept coming. I think it was like 3 o'clock when I realized that the attack was this deep. that was supposed to hurt this bad, the blessing is gonna be from. Baby, I've been dancing. I was praise dancing in my living room this morning because I already know the blessing is gonna come from this attack. Because every time the devil attacks me, God allows me a blessing if I handle it like a Christian supposed to. A devil attacks the person back. And a devil, if I was a real devil, I would have attacked her personally back the way she tried to attack me. I allow her to attack herself, and I'm going to use the lesson that come from that to spread God's word. Because I don't appreciate someone that will go that low and that will continually attack somebody that ain't responding back to you. Like I had to tell my people to stop because I was about to light her ass. So I was like, just ignore it because that's what she wants. She wants us to fight with her. I had already sent the message out to people telling them not to respond because there have been times when people attacked me on Facebook and I didn't have to say anything. So before I even knew it, it was already handled. I told them not to respond, and the people that I don't know that did respond to it, she attacked. She came under them. One person said, "Yeah, made something they had to block her," but I think I'm venting a little bit because that was a lot. It was. But I'm also trying to get you to learn the lesson that when someone attacks you, you have to figure out how you're going to counter attack and use that for your good. I know somebody right now that's sitting on $1 million lawsuit, got the papers to prove it. And I keep telling you, get out there and tell your story on video and show not all, some receipts. You building witnesses. Uh, 3705, that's a five. Figure out how you're going to turn your broken pieces into a masterpiece. And I think that's what every black woman has a superpower of. And sometimes we just forget that we can. So we just sweep it up and throw it away. Figure out how you're going to turn your broken pieces into a masterpiece. And that's going to be the Black NP magic for the day. Um, I think starting tomorrow, every day I'm going to start doing a little bit more health on here since I am a nurse practitioner and that is my bag, my main bag. I need to start promoting that more. So for the rest of the week, I'm gonna do my top 4 herbs that I use in my Irma healing tea line. I'm gonna teach you what they are and what they do. But for today, the advice, which is the Black NP magic, sometimes it's health, sometimes it's life, is figure out how you're gonna turn those broken pieces into a masterpiece. All right, okay. And so the she did that for this morning, of course, you should already know it's gonna be me. Wish I had a bell. Because I did that. I'm proud of my damn self, y'all. I really did not know that I could stay that cool when being attacked that hard. I just thank God it was in person. And this is why I keeps to myself. Because I just thank God that I'm able to have a nursing license. Because I'm known for popping off, especially if I feel attacked or feel as if you're going to attack me, I will hit first. And this is not the day and age where I can or I should. So I'm glad that it was not in person. Oh, and she threatened that too. hmm she threatened to come see me. She did. And I'm like, that one made me smile. It probably should have, but it made me smile. But yeah, she threatened to come see me. So we'll see. hmm Um, moving right along, the announcements. I'm not prepared for the announcements this morning because yeah, I was dealing with a lot. I was dealing with a lot yesterday at 2 o'clock when I came home. I turned the TV on to finish watching Beauty in Black, and I think I rewind them last two episodes a million times. I kept falling asleep, and it was weird because the show was good. Like it wasn't. I think I was just tired mentally and physically. I kept falling asleep, but the show is good, and I keep trying to finish it. And I did finish Ironheart because I was watching that, and I went to go rewatch it, and realized they had added like 3 new episodes that I had not seen. So I watched that. I finished that, and then I went to try to finish the Beauty in Black. So I probably won't be able to finish that until this weekend because during the week I works and I don't have time to watch TV. So with that being said, the announcements are find the meetings in your city or your county and get involved. School board meetings, city council meetings, um, anything that community meetings are a must now with everything going on. I highly, highly, highly suggest you get in with the communities in your area so you can network because there's going to come a time where we're going to have to figure out how we're going to help each other, and you need to be already connected to that network because when you need help, it's easier to get it if you've already been in that network giving help. Does that make sense? All right, clock that. Okay. So besides that, let me think. I know we have a community meeting here in Panola County. Love Action Community Outreach Group meets at Turner every third Tuesday at 5:30. I think the Courtesy Club was last week. It's the second Tuesday at 5:30. The Democratic Club is the first Tuesday at 5:30. The Turner Club is the first Thursday of every month at 5:30. The school board meeting is the second and fourth Monday of every month, and the city council is the first and third. I might have those two mixed up, but I really think that everybody should be aware of the community resources, especially if you have children in college. And I say this a lot, and I don't understand when people don't get it. When you give, when you can to others, it makes it that much more beneficial in return if you have a need. Because people are more likely to give to a giver. All right. Okay. So with that being said, I just want to remind y'all that we all we got, and that's all right because we all we need. And I'm gonna go ahead and end this the way that I always do. I'm gonna continue to pray that you get everything that you prayed and voted for. This has been SEQUOISE the Boss NP on What's Tea, and we are officially clocking out at 6:58. And I want y'all to know that I love each and every one of you, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. So until then, until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Catch me on TikTok, SEQUOISE the Boss MP, and I'm on Facebook, SEQUOISE Givens, AGNP-C. You can also book a visit for my medical practice at Above Average Health and House Calls. We have offering $25 prevention visits. And the way that works is for $25, I sit down with you and we come up with a COVID prevention plan on what you should take, what you should be doing, and this, and that. And then if you happen to get sick within the next 30 days, then that visit is only $25 for me to be able to prescribe you what you need to take. And I offer that in the 8 states that I have a license to practice medicine in. If you do the prevention visit for the $25 in a state that I don't practice medicine in, what I do is I tell you what to tell your doctor to give you to make sure that you don't end up with long COVID. Because that right now, people are treating people just for the symptoms, and that's not what they're supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be treating you to prevent it from turning into long COVID, and because that's what everybody's getting, long COVID, this cancer, this congestive heart failure in these 30 and 40-year-olds. Healthy people now on chronic, being told they have chronic kidney disease. That's that long COVID. So make sure that you have somebody that knows what they're talking about. Your health now is, I'm sorry, I hate to tell you, and I've said this for the last 3 years, medicine is not the same and it'll never be the same. If your healthcare provider does not consider COVID and how COVID affects your body in every aspect of your health, it's going to cause problems down the line. So I would love to be there to help you make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing to help you keep your body the way you need. Some protection, because this shit is just getting started. We have not even hit the peak yet. This wave that's going through and people is dropping, it hasn't even really started yet, because Nimbus is the one that's got people in the hospital. Stratus, which is way more complicated and it's easier to spread, it hasn't even kicked up yet. So it's about to get worse. So if you're not doing something to prevent for prevention or protection is what you take to get your body ready to fight. If you're not doing that and you catch it, you can. People are sick for up to four. I have people 4 weeks, still too weak to go to work. So you know what that means? Gonna be homeless. Can you go 4 weeks without a check? I know I can't. I can't go 4 days. I have to get paid every day to pay my bills. But anyhow, I'll see y'all next time. Come back tomorrow at 6:15 for another What's Tea with SEQUOISE the BO NP, and we'll talk about whatever there is to talk about. We probably gonna go back to Charlie Clerk because they won't let this shit go. And I'm sick of every time somebody showed that he was not a person of God, they say that you're celebrating his death. No, I'm not celebrating his death. What I'm telling you, he's not a man of God. Point blank, period. And we out.